Hi, and thank you so much for downloading and trying out this quick template for calculating student proficiencies in a unit or standard or another kind of unit of curriculum, anything that you would like. This is going to be a quick demonstration of just kind of how to use this template, how you can customize it to your own class and your own needs. I'm also going to demonstrate the way to customize it in Excel, which is what we are in right now, as well as in the Google Sheets download. There's one slight difference that I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of. Otherwise, they work exactly the same. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the document. Let's start over here under directions for use. It says this document is designed to automatically calculate the following proficiency averages. It will calculate individual student overall proficiencies. So as you can see in column M, it's going to calculate each student's average overall for the entire unit. Of course, you are able to see what their averages is or are for each assessment type. It also calculates the class proficiency overall by assessment. So if you come down to row 45, it will calculate all of the students' average proficiencies, or an average their proficiencies, I apologize. And then the last thing it's going to calculate is the overall class proficiency for the entire unit, which is going to be this one all the way down at the bottom and the right. So it's going to average these, and it's going to come up with whatever that average is. So the color coding for these calculations, green means that they have achieved mastery. Mastery is normally above 80%. And so any number that is calculated or entered, it's above 80 or above, will show up as green, or green in the bold down here in the overall averages. Anything that is between 65 and 80 is going to show up as yellow, because that's where you're kind of wanting to bump them up and over. And anything, of course, that's below 65 is going to be color coded as red. And that is the same for this one as well as for in the Google document. As you can see, if I put in 80, it will show up as yellow, because that is where we are beginning to show mastery. Okay, so next let's talk about this document being protected. So specifically, the Excel document is protected in order to keep you from inadvertently deleting or modifying the calculations. As you can see, these are formulas that are in these columns and rows, and so they are protected. You are not able to edit those. And so what you will need to do in order to be able to edit the names of the students, the assessment names, this up here, your teacher name and your class number, in order to unprotect that range, that specific range of cells so that you can enter data, you're going to follow this little blue box right here. All cells filled with this light blue color, as well as in here, are going to be anything that you can edit. Pop-up window is going to pop up for you to enter a password to be able to enter that data. So all you will need to do, and this again is only in the Excel version, is click on any of those cells, try to type something, and it's going to ask you to unlock that range. And so what you're going to put in is data, D-A-T-A. That's the password, all lowercase. And once you do that, it opens it up and unlocks it, and then you are able to enter whatever data you would like to enter. And so, of course, you're going to begin by naming this unit, this worksheet. You're going to put in your students' names. You can put in the assessment names. Of course, you don't need to fill all of these. I have tried to give you plenty of columns and rows for your students and your assessment names. If you leave any of them blank, it will not impact the calculation at all, so don't worry about that. So you can customize any of that. And then one other thing, if you would like to have another class, because this is kind of for one class. I know many of us have more than one section of the same content that we're teaching. If you would like to have another worksheet for a different class, Easily done. The description for the directions are right here. Simply click on this little add button. It'll add another sheet for you. You can rename it by right-clicking on the name, rename, and you can name it whatever you would like. I'm going to name this one class number 2. And then you have a blank worksheet here. In order to get all of the information, all of the calculation cells and all of that, just click and highlight the entire worksheet by clicking on this little square right to the left of the A and right above the 1. You're going to right click and select copy. Now go to the second worksheet, put your cursor into A1, the very first cell, and you're going to select paste. It is going to paste in everything that you have, and you can see we still have the averages right here for you, so that those are not going to be something you need to worry about. Now going to the Google sheet, it is the exact same thing. You will not need to open up and unprotect this range. That is something that you have access to. So this blue doc or this blue description here is not something you need to worry about. Of course, you can still add a sheet. It's the exact same process, only the add button is right here. And this will work the exact same way as the Excel document. Both are available to you for your use. Okay, thank you for watching this little tutorial. I hope this little template works for you. Please reach out if you have any questions to, let me just put that right here, actually. Please reach out with any questions that you might have to info@pd-4u.com. That is our email address, and we will be more than happy to help you with customization of this worksheet for you. And then if you need some other type of automation, we will certainly be able to talk about that as well. Happy data mining!